DA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go from Tampa. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out. The 20-yard line. Left side to Lamb. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. A big play here for Dallas. 42 yards. Now Dak, he wants to change the play. They run here with Rico Dowdle. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 11 more on that one and another first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They run again with Dowdle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Rico Dowdle, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the first and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Pistol. Rail.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Mayfield looks to throw. And there's a short one taken in by Otten. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Hey, alert 33. Hey, alert.
Now Mayfield. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans, 33 yards. And the Bucs are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he's out of bounds on the return on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 7-7, our score after one. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field. He's got a man complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flipped field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On the run, it's Dowdle. There's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 44 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. A running play, it's Dowdle. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Dowdle fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They run here with Dowdle, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Rico Dowdle with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted. Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Mayfield. That one into the hands of Shepard downfield. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Regular. Pistol.
Mayfield to throw it. He's got Otten. And the Bucs are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Irving diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense, as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, that's one as a quarterback where you put both hands on your helmet and say, I can't believe I just did that. If he puts a little more touch on that ball, the receiver's still running. Instead, it's just an incomplete pass.
Prescott to throw it. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. He's going to take another shot here. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. This 2nd and 4. Shepard goes in motion. Mayfield. Out to the right here to Shepard. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half, Mayfield. It got his man complete. And they finally get him down at the other 46. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't put anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Throwing, Mayfield. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. On 1st and 10, here's Irving. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
To throw, Mayfield. That is incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
They'll try and run here with Irving. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Hey, alert 33. Kings.
4th down, Mayfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he works free. How about this? Racing to the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys. Rico Dowdle, 77 yards. And the Cowboys have moved out in front. Aubrey now for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
2 yards to go, second down.
At the 38-yard line.
Baker going to give it to Irving. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in the running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Now inside the 25. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Aubrey now for the PAT. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Across the formation, he finds Godwin. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 14 yards that time for number 14.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Mayfield now. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Second and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10. At the 39.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. This is Shepard on the catch. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Mayfield now from the 50. This ball complete to Trey Palmer. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. A run up the middle with Irving. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. From the gun, Mayfield. That's completed right side to Palmer. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Here we go, first and goal. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal.
Run, run, run. Kings, Kings, Kings. Regular, regular, regular. Pistol, pistol, pistol. Rail, rail, rail. Alert, 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 alert. Done.
Now Mayfield. Steps away to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
This is third and goal.
Hey, alert 33. Good.
Mayfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Aubrey now for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's go.
It's a gain of 6.
Run.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
They'll set up to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Run. Kings. Regular.
Mayfield looks to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Palmer. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Now Mayfield. A quick pass here. He's got Shepard. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Hey, alert 33.
Here's Mayfield. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Trey Palmer from 8 yards out. And the Buccaneers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
McLaughlin for the extra point. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here, and our score is going to stay right where it is. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll run the end around. This is Cooks. Brandon Cooks, touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Cooks, 59 yards. And the Cowboys have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Kings. Regular. That's hot.
Throwing on second and long. Mayfield. Under pressure, they got him again. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. They're going to look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Tampa.